Hey you, and welcome back to Calixi Gaming News and more. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a couple of screenshots that have surfaced from the Callisto protocol. Now this is from the developers themselves, it's not a leak or anything like that, but I figured I would go ahead and take a look at them with you guys and share my thoughts and hopefully see what your thoughts are on it. So let's go ahead and get right into it, shall we? Alright, so the first photo that we have up here is just a guy standing in a prison cell, and we can see from the artwork that obviously the place that he is in is corrupted with some type of mutation, or there's something going on because everything is kind of in like a decaying state. We see that little pot there at the very bottom. It looks like Bad News Bears. The area behind here is obviously cracked. That could be due to the aliens or the beings that we saw in the trailer attacking the place. There's also this pot up here that's kind of like looking around. That's probably just like a camera that served as a way for the security guards, as we saw in the video, I do believe, of just what's going on with the prisoner in their cell, which is kind of creepy, but you know, in the day and age of this game, it probably makes a lot of sense. And also we see over here in the back that it says 733. That may just be the cell number that this inmate is in, but right here it also says, it looks like it says 2733, so maybe there's a 2 that's covered up here, or maybe they just end up assigning whoever gets this lovely abode, you know, you get the same name as your place, so that way if they somehow lose you, they can like put you right where you belong. But there's not too much else that's going on here. It's just a simple piece of artwork. Obviously he's locked up because he is a prisoner. He's done something. There's also a there's also a rat over here in the corner just chilling. Dude has like, I don't know what kind of head he has, but that's definitely not a earth rat for sure. And I do want to point out though that he does look a little bit like cyborgish, if that's the correct word. He definitely doesn't look like he's like human, because there seems to be some type of like interface on the top of his head. So this could either be someone that maybe was experiment on, or maybe it's just like a different species of, you know, something that this guy did to end up getting him captured. But let's check out the other ones. And then moving on next, there's this isn't actually the Callisto protocol. This is actually Dead Space, which actually leads me to my next segue while we're doing this video. There is a rumor going around saying that there might be a Dead Space either reboot or remaster or something of that sort, which is kind of funny to bring up here because if you guys don't know it, or if you've never seen Dead Space, just hit up YouTube, watch a couple of trailers of it. If you're into the game, I implore you to pick it up, even just the first one, the original one, because it should be dirt cheap now. The game, if you like horror, the game is great in a horror aspect, but it's not great in a horror aspect of where it's like nothing but blood and guts and just gore. It's great in the horror aspect of what it did to the genre itself. Like, I feel like the first Dead Space was really something that made things a lot different when it comes to horror games, and it really kind of opened my eyes and my ears up to how something like audio can be so, it can make you so uncomfortable when playing the game. Because in Dead Space, you got to make sure you either have some headphones in or some good earphones or something, because surround sound does not do it justice. When you're sitting in your room by yourself with the lights off, just engage with the game, you're walking down this, you know, small corridor or small hallway, and there's nothing but like the grates underneath your feet, and then you hear scurrying, but it sounds like it's coming from the back, and you turn around and there's nothing there, and then you keep on going and you hear this noise kind of like going in and out of your ears. It's hard to describe, but I definitely hope they keep that, it's not even a mechanic, but I definitely hope they keep that atmosphere for the Callisto protocol, because this is the perfect setup for that. And feel free to leave a comment below if you guys are excited about any news in concerns of Dead Space. Like, maybe it's going to be a remaster of the first one, maybe they're going to add in some additional stuff. I can't really see them like remaking it, but I could be wrong, but I figured that's kind of funny to have up in here. And also, I guess because everyone's asking, if you guys want to look at these photos more in-depthly, it is on the Facebook page of the Callisto protocol. But here we have the little rat zoomed in. He's just over here chilling. And the dude, like, that mouth region is like straight up just bulky, man. That's a thick rat, and that dude looks super duper evil. This is just the devs pulling fun, though, which I think it's good because they're still engaging with the community, which is what we actually need. And then the last and the latest one. This one's from 4 days ago, and this is in, I guess, celebrations to John Carpenter's film The Thing, which first appeared in theaters 39 years ago. And it said that it also had a huge influence on Dead Space, and it continues to inspire me today. This comes from Glenn Schofield, which I do believe is a developer or the director of the Callisto Protocol. And obviously, we have a lot of the staff that originally created the original Dead Space, not to be confused with the potential rumored remaster, but we have a lot of the original team on the Callisto Protocol. And what's interesting here is it looks like this monster is coming out of what seems to be hopefully like either a hub, or it looks like it's a living area, and maybe this guy is just like chasing you as the player. There's obviously blood spattered here because, you know, monsters got to do what they got to do, and they definitely got to kill because that's part of being a monster. It does look very, very humanoid though, and I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but if you look right here, there's clearly his hand, and then there's like an extension of another hand. And this hand's a lot thicker than that hand, so that's kind of... It's not creepy, but it is kind of interesting that maybe he can like rip off appendages and attach them to himself. Attach it to himself. Attach it to itself. I can't English here. And maybe he has other surprises in store. This could just be a common enemy. This could be a boss. This could just be conceptual. But I like to kind of infer things and see what's going on here. But feel free to leave a comment below about what you guys think. It is kind of cool though how it's attached right there. So maybe it's like some type of extension on him. Did he rip that off of someone that he just killed? Is that part of his design? Why is one arm like slightly anemic while that other arm's super duper buff? The rest is kind of hard to make out, but it looks like there might be some type of fur on him or some type of appendages, at least around his abdomen. And the rest of it may just be like combined flesh molds or something like that, where it's kind of bulking up his shoulders and the face is kind of indistinguishable, and there seems to be like teeth and there's blood over here, so his jaw is kind of like slack to the side, and I can't really make out if that's an eye or not, but it's very, very interesting. And maybe he's our first encounter in the game where we find out that things aren't going so good because stuff should have been working, but it's not. But I figured this would be the great way to end the video, you guys. Feel free to leave a comment below once again if you're excited for hopefully some Dead Space news. Do you care about Dead Space? Are you down for a remaster, or are you fine playing the OG one? I mean, I'm perfectly fine playing the OG one, but as always, I will support Dead Space if it's something that is not just a simple cash grab and it's something with quality added to it and things are looking good. But hopefully we can get a trailer of the Callisto Protocol later this year. I mean, it's almost July. Hopefully we can get something by December just to give us a little bit more sneak peek of what's going on here. And, you know, once more news comes out or another batch of screenshots has come out over time, I'll definitely do another video update. And I think as far as news goes, that's it for the Callisto Protocol. I'm still super duper excited. I hope you are too. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing so you don't miss out on the latest in gaming news and more. And yep, you guys have a good one.